Hey, it's Josh from Brainjo. I just wanted to invite you to the next Clawhammer Banjo workshop that I'll be hosting in the new Brainjo virtual classroom, and to share with you what that workshop's going to be all about. In this workshop series, I'll be covering topics that are essential for people who are learning to play Clawhammer Banjo, with particular attention to common sources of frustration or stumbling blocks, as well as things that are oftentimes somewhat overlooked in traditional instructional materials. And of course, the Brainjo method of instruction will be integrated into all of these workshops. In this particular workshop, I'm going to be talking all about backup, or the things you'd play when you're playing along with other instruments, especially when another instrument is taking the lead, or when you're playing something behind a singer, and that singer could include yourself. Clawhammer is actually a really versatile style for backup, but it's not something that's traditionally taught all that often, or if it is, only a very rudimentary approach. And I know it's a topic of interest for many of you because you've told me as such. And there are multiple really effective ways of playing backup in Clawhammer style, and I think once you wrap your mind around a few key concepts and pick up a few simple picking patterns, it really opens things up for you. And if you learn how to play backup, you can attend jams and have fun even if you don't know any of the tunes that are being played, instead of just having to sit out the entire time. But if you don't know backup and you're a beginner to intermediate player with not a lot of tunes under your belt, you may be sitting around at a jam waiting for long periods of time before someone calls out a tune that you know, and that's a lot less fun. Furthermore, the skills that you need to play effective backup will also translate into making you a better player overall. It's a great way to develop your ear. It's also a great way to learn the essential and most useful parts of music theory. And it's really something that can accelerate your progress, especially when you learn it early on. In the workshop, I'll cover several different approaches that I use to play backup, depending on the situation that I'm in. That'll include covering percussive techniques that you can use. I'll show you the tunings that I like to use and the primary chord positions in those tunings. I'll share with you how to approach playing backup in an old-time jam versus playing in other genres. These workshops will take place live inside of the Brainjo virtual classroom, and you'll be able to ask questions there through the live text chat. You'll also receive some supplemental materials like tablature prior to the workshop to help enhance your experience, and you'll be able to submit any questions you might have on the topic to me in advance. So if you'd like to take part in this workshop, there are a couple of ways that you can do so. The first is by becoming a member of Breakthrough Banjo. So members of the Breakthrough Banjo course receive access to these live workshops and to the Brainjo virtual classroom as part of the membership. They also have access to the recordings and the supplemental materials for all prior workshops. And the membership to Breakthrough Banjo is $7 for the first month and then $21 a month thereafter, and you're able to cancel at any time. The second way, you can register for a single workshop. You'll also receive the supplemental materials in advance, and you'll continue to have access to the recording of the video after the workshop has completed. Also, it's really important that you find these workshops valuable and that they serve as a springboard to your development as a player. So I want you to come away feeling like you got more than your money's worth. So you can learn more about it by reading through this page, and you can sign up for the workshop through the links below. In addition, you'll also find here a schedule of the future workshops, though more may be added based on people's needs. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you inside the Brainjo virtual classroom.